Have you ever wondered if there's more to reality than what meets the eye, or the ear, the tongue, the nose, or the skin? Most of us navigate the world relying solely on the five traditional senses. But what if these are just the beginning? What if, beneath the surface of everyday perception, lies an untapped reservoir of sensory abilities waiting to be explored? In Beyond the Five Senses, written and published by Mindful Literary, we'll journey into the mysteries of perception, peeling back the layers of how we interpret the world. This audiobook is not just about the science of sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. It's about the hidden senses that shape our understanding of reality. From the profound power of intuition to the influence of emotions, imagination, and even the subtle energies described by ancient spiritual traditions, this is an invitation to expand your sensory horizons. We'll uncover how the brain translates signals into experiences, explore the unseen spectrum of light and sound, and dive into the neurobiology of gut feelings and premonitions. You'll discover practical techniques to sharpen your awareness, harness the power of imagination, and enhance your daily life through a richer, more nuanced perception of reality. This book isn't about escaping the world. It's about perceiving it more fully, with all the depth, complexity, and wonder it offers. If you've ever felt that there's more to life than what's on the surface, you're about to find out just how right you were. So, let's begin this journey beyond the five senses, where perception meets possibility. Chapter 1. The Symphony of Senses. The Dance of the Senses. Our senses work together like a beautifully choreographed dance, creating a rich tapestry of experiences that color our perceptions of the world. Consider a simple meal. As you step into the kitchen, the aroma of spices wafts through the air, igniting your anticipation and awakening memories. While your senses recognize the familiar scents, it is the simultaneous presence of sound, the gentle bubbling of the pot, and the sizzling from the hot skillet, that adds layers to the experience. This harmonious interaction is not merely a background detail. It is essential in shaping how we perceive flavors and emotions alike. When taste, sound, sight, smell, and touch join forces, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and everyday moments transform into delightful memories. The interplay between our senses is what shapes our perception of the world around us. Think about walking through a garden in full bloom on a sunny afternoon. The vibrant colors of the flowers catch your eye, while the soft hum of bees adds a melodic background. Your fingers brush against the delicate petals, and a gentle breeze carries the sweet scent of blooming jasmine. In that instant, every sense comes alive, weaving a narrative that goes beyond mere observation. What might exist as simple beauty morphs into a profound experience that resonates deeply within. The fusion of sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell extends our understanding and enriches our emotional responses. As we become attuned to this symphony of sensations, we unlock the door to deeper appreciation, connection, and joy. Ultimately, tuning into the synergy of our senses can enhance our daily lives. Whether it's pausing to savor the taste of your morning coffee or taking a moment to truly listen to the laughter of loved ones, being mindful cultivates presence. Each experience, no matter how small, offers the opportunity for connection and awareness. So, next time you find yourself amidst the richness of life's simple pleasures, take a moment to engage all your senses. This practice will not only deepen your encounters, but also cultivate a profound sense of gratitude for the intricate dance of sensations that brings your world to life. Interconnections and overlaps. Our senses do not function in isolation. They form a beautifully intricate web of interconnections that enhances our experience of the world. Imagine walking through a flower garden. The vibrant colors of the blossoms grab your attention, but it is the sweet fragrance that invites you to pause and take in the beauty. This sensory overlap creates a richer experience than if you were to just observe the colors. Each sense amplifies the others. The sight of a delicious dish makes your mouth water even before the first bite, and the sound of rain can evoke the smell of wet earth, transforming a simple shower into a multisensory experience. These interactions reveal the profound complexity of how we perceive our environment, highlighting that what we see, hear, taste, touch, and smell operates in a collective harmony rather than in silos. Understanding sensory cross-modalities opens doors to deeper insights about our surroundings. This phenomenon explains why something as simple as a sound can trigger a vivid image or a particular flavor. When you hear a familiar song, it may transport you back to a joyful memory, as the auditory stimulus activates visual and emotional recollections embedded in your mind. Scientists have even observed how the brain processes sensory information, revealing that our neuroscience holds the key to unraveling these connections. A study involving taste and sight demonstrated that people rate the same wine differently depending on the color of the glass it is served in. This kind of intertwining reveals that the sensory experiences are inextricably linked, elevating our understanding of objects and events beyond simple observation. Each sense acts as a piece of a larger puzzle, where combining them leads to a fuller, richer comprehension of our world. Practicing engagement with multiple senses can enhance daily experiences. Next time you sip your morning coffee, pay attention not only to the taste, but also to the aroma wafting in the air and the warmth of the cup in your hands. Allow yourself to savor the moment with all your senses at play. This mindful approach can not only enrich your enjoyment, but also deepen your connection to the environment around you, reminding you just how beautifully intertwined our senses truly are. Beyond the standard five, the world we navigate is shaped not only by the five senses we commonly recognize, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, but also by lesser-known senses that deeply influence our understanding of our environment and ourselves. Proprioception, for instance, is the sense that tells you where your body parts are without looking. It allows you to walk gracefully in the dark or touch your nose with your eyes closed, tapping into an internal map that guides your movements. Similarly, the vestibular sense helps maintain balance and spatial orientation. It is governed by structures in the inner ear that detect changes in position and motion, allowing you to keep your equilibrium when walking or riding a bicycle. These senses work together to provide a fuller understanding of our physical presence. They create an invisible web of awareness that ensures we interact with the world seamlessly and instinctively. Exploring the potential for additional senses opens fascinating avenues into the realm of perception. While humans may have a specific set of sensory modalities, other species offer insight into how sensory experiences can expand. For example, some birds can perceive ultraviolet light, giving them a broader visual spectrum than we can imagine. Sharks are equipped with electroreception, allowing them to detect electrical fields in the water, a sense entirely absent in humans. This variability highlights that the definition of perception is not rigid but fluid, shaped by necessity and environment. Consider how the ability to sense magnetic fields in certain species aids in migration. These additional senses reveal layers of interaction with the universe that remain hidden to us, inviting us to question the limits of our own sensory experiences. Our experiences of the world are not confined to the standard five senses. By acknowledging the existence and significance of proprioception, vestibular sense, and the diverse perceptions found in other species, we broaden our understanding of consciousness. Each of these senses enriches our lives in ways that enhance our physical and emotional well-being. To enhance your own perception, try engaging in activities that develop your awareness of body and space. Simple practices like yoga or mindfulness can cultivate a better sense of proprioception and balance, paving the way to a more grounded and aware existence. Chapter 2: The Science of Perception. How our brain interprets signals. The human brain is an intricate marvel, expertly wired to receive and interpret a continuous stream of sensory information. When light touches our eyes, sound waves reach our ears, or a gentle breeze brushes against our skin, our brain springs into action. It employs a network of neurological pathways, processing the myriad signals that bombard our senses. This transformation takes place in specialized regions. The occipital lobe decodes visual inputs, while the temporal lobe interprets auditory signals. Neurons communicate rapidly, firing in a coordinated rhythm as they relay information, allowing us to perceive our world. Each sensory signal is like a piece of a vast puzzle, and the brain tirelessly works to fit them together into cohesive experiences, creating the rich tapestry of reality that we inhabit. However, our brains do not simply absorb everything equally. They possess an extraordinary ability to filter and prioritize sensory information, ensuring that we are not overwhelmed by the constant influx of data. Imagine standing in a crowded cafe, where the aromatic scent of coffee mingles with the clatter of dishes and the soft murmur of conversations. Your brain expertly allocates attention, allowing you to focus on a friend's voice while filtering out other distractions. This selective attention is crucial for functioning in a complex world. The thalamus acts as a relay station, sifting through incoming data and determining what requires immediate focus. By understanding the brain's filtering process, we can appreciate how it shapes our perceptions and ultimately constructs our reality, highlighting the power of our attention and intention. Ultimately, the way our brain interprets signals is not just about survival. It shapes who we are as individuals. Every experience, every memory, and every emotion is intricately tied to our neurological pathways. By becoming more aware of this process, we can improve our interaction with the world. Practicing mindfulness, for instance, can enhance our ability to tune into the present moment, refine our focus, and appreciate the richness of sensory experiences. This awareness can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our surroundings, unlocking new layers of insight and connection. The role of context in perception. Our environment plays a crucial role in how we interpret the sensory data we receive every day. Imagine walking into a bustling cafe filled with conversation, laughter, and the aroma of fresh coffee. Each sound, sight, and smell combines to create a unique experience that shapes our feelings and expectations. In this lively setting, a friendly smile from a stranger feels warm and inviting. However, the same smile might be interpreted as cold or indifferent in a dark, quiet alley. This illustrates how context dramatically alters our perception. Factors such as cultural background, personal experiences, and even the physical space we occupy influence how we understand our surroundings. A sunset viewed over the ocean evokes feelings of peace and beauty, while that same sunset through the smog of a city might spark a sense of dissatisfaction or longing for greener pastures. Our perceptions are not just reflections of reality. They are colored by the lens through which we view them, our context. Cognitive biases further complicate our perception, often distorting our reality without us even realizing it. For instance, confirmation bias leads us to favor information that supports our beliefs while ignoring evidence to the contrary. If you have a strong opinion about a particular political stance, you might only seek out news articles that validate your viewpoint, thereby creating a skewed understanding of the world. Similarly, the halo effect makes us view someone in a more favorable light based on a single positive trait. If a coworker is particularly funny, you might overlook their lack of organization or timeliness. These biases are like tinted glasses. They obscure our view and can lead to misconceptions. It's essential to be aware of these influences, as they can shape our interactions and decisions significantly. Understanding our biases not only enhances self-awareness, but also fosters empathy towards others, allowing us to appreciate the varied lenses through which we all perceive the world. Learning to recognize the impact of context and cognitive biases on our perception enables us to navigate life with greater awareness and clarity. One helpful practice is to actively question our assumptions and seek out diverse perspectives. When faced with a decision or an interpretation of an experience, pausing to consider how our environment or preconceived notions might be influencing us can lead to more informed and compassionate outcomes. Engage in conversations with others who see the world differently and embrace the richness that such interactions offer. The more open we are to understanding various contexts, the more nuanced our perceptions become, ultimately enriching our lives. The influence of expectations. Our preconceived notions and expectations shape the lens through which we view the world. Imagine walking into a gallery filled with art you've never seen before. If you enter believing that modern art is bizarre and meaningless, you are likely to judge each piece harshly, dismissing the nuances and messages crafted by the artist. However, if you approach with an open mind, expecting to find beauty and depth, you might discover layers of meaning that you would have otherwise overlooked. Our expectations act as filters that influence our perceptions, guiding us towards certain interpretations while obscuring others. This phenomenon operates on a deep psychological level, where our brain's information processing is swayed by what we anticipate to encounter, leading us to notice what aligns with our expectations and ignore what doesn't. The psychological aspects of expectation can ignite a powerful chain reaction known as self-fulfilling prophecies. These prophecies occur when our expectations lead us to behave in ways that bring about the outcomes we anticipate. For instance, if a teacher expects certain students to excel, they might offer those students more encouragement, which can boost the student's confidence and performance, thus confirming the teacher's original expectation. Likewise, if individuals harbor a belief that they cannot succeed at a task, Their lack of effort may lead to failure, reinforcing their self-doubt. This dynamic highlights a crucial truth. Our expectations are not merely passive reflections, but active participants in shaping our reality. Understanding this can empower us to challenge our assumptions and reshape how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. We can take active steps to adjust our expectations to create more positive outcomes. One effective method is to practice mindfulness, allowing ourselves to observe situations without applying preconceived labels. By approaching experiences with curiosity rather than judgment, we open the door to new possibilities and insights that can enrich our lives. Additionally, setting realistic and flexible expectations can prevent the disappointment that often accompanies rigid viewpoints. As we learn to recognize and recalibrate our expectations, we can transform our perceptions and, in turn, our experiences, crafting a life filled with rich and diverse understanding. Chapter 3: The Sixth Sense, Intuition. Understanding gut feelings. Gut feelings are more than just a fleeting sense of discomfort or a rush of excitement. They reflect a subtle yet powerful form of nonverbal communication that our body engages in. Often described as intuition or instinct, these feelings arise from our subconscious mind, tapping into a wealth of experiences and knowledge accumulated over time. When faced with choices or uncertain situations, our body can sense factors that the conscious mind might overlook. It is nature's way of alerting us through signals in the gut, like a tightness in the stomach when danger is looming or the flutter of hope during moments of opportunity. This instinctual communication goes beyond the rational. It's a deep-rooted, almost primal form of awareness that has been honed through thousands of years of evolution. The physiological responses linked to gut feelings are fascinating. When we experience a gut reaction, our body reacts with a myriad of changes, like an accelerated heartbeat or a surge of adrenaline. This is because our brain communicates directly with our gut through the vagus nerve, a pathway that enables instant reactions. These processes trace back to our ancestors, who relied on their instincts for survival. In times of threat, they had to react swiftly, often without the luxury of rational deliberation. Those who could trust their gut feelings were more likely to dodge predators or avoid dangerous situations, ensuring their survival and that of their kin. This evolutionary significance illustrates why gut feelings can feel urgent and compelling. They stem from an ancient biological imperative to keep us safe. Recognizing and trusting these instinctual cues can be empowering. One practical tip is to take a moment to pause and tune into your body. When faced with a decision, close your eyes and explore the sensations in your gut. Are they tense, relaxed, uneasy, or excited? Making time to listen to these signals can guide you toward choices that resonate with your true self, leading to more authentic and fulfilling outcomes. Cultivating intuitive abilities. Enhancing and trusting your intuitive instincts calls for practical strategies that anyone can adopt. Begin by embracing quiet moments in your life. Stepping away from distractions allows your mind to tune into subtle feelings and inner voices. Journaling can serve as a powerful tool to document your thoughts and gut feelings, helping you to recognize patterns over time. Every time you feel a strong instinct about a decision, write it down, whether the outcome aligns with your expectation or not. This practice not only builds confidence in your intuition, but also demonstrates its reliability in your life. Additionally, allow yourself to play with your surroundings. Engage in activities that spark joy and curiosity. Some find that art, music, or even cooking fosters a deeper connection to their inner voice, creating space for intuition to flourish. Mindfulness and self-awareness are paramount in the journey toward developing stronger intuition. Cultivating mindfulness involves immersing yourself fully in each moment, which sharpens your senses and heightens your ability to perceive subtle cues. Consider incorporating meditation into your daily routine. Even a few minutes of focused breathing can clear mental clutter and sharpen your perception. Self-awareness complements this by encouraging reflection on your thoughts and feelings. Understanding your emotional triggers can help distinguish genuine intuitive nudges from fear-based reactions. Each time you practice being present and aware of your emotions, you build a more profound connection with your intuitive self. This process takes time, but it reveals layers of wisdom within you that can guide your decisions and actions. A powerful tip to further cultivate your intuitive abilities is to act on your first instinct, especially in everyday situations. When faced with choices, whether small or significant, Pay attention to your immediate reactions and lean into them. As you practice this, you'll become more attuned to your intuition, reinforcing your trust in its guidance. Allow yourself to embrace that intuitive spark, as it often knows the path better than the analytical mind. The neurobiology of intuition. Intuition, often described as a gut feeling or a sudden insight, arises from brain processes that transcend traditional rational thought. Within the depths of our minds, the brain is constantly processing information, often outside our conscious awareness. When faced with a decision, the brain sifts through past experiences, sensory inputs, and emotional responses to create quick, instinctive judgments. This remarkable ability originates largely from the brain's limbic system, the emotional core that governs feelings and instincts. The amygdala, a tiny almond-shaped structure within this system, plays a crucial role in assessing risks and rewards, acting as a rapid decision-maker. It's as if the brain has a separate, instinctual intelligence that can guide us on matters where logic alone may falter. Research in neuroscience has increasingly supported the idea that intuitive decision-making is not merely a whimsical notion, but a scientifically valid process. Functional imaging studies reveal that intuitive decisions activate different neural pathways compared to analytical decisions. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical reasoning and planning, may take a back seat when intuition strikes, allowing more primal parts of the brain to take control. Remarkably, many renowned neuroscientists argue that intuitive thought can often lead to better outcomes than well-considered options, especially in complex situations where rational analysis may be hindered by emotional biases or excessive information. When individuals trust their gut feelings, they often tap into a rich reservoir of subconscious knowledge built from years of personal experiences and learned patterns. To harness the power of intuition effectively, one practical tip is to cultivate a practice of mindfulness. By developing awareness of your thoughts and feelings, you create space for those intuitive insights to emerge. This can involve simple exercises like meditation or reflective journaling, which help strengthen your connection to your inner self. Recognizing and honoring your instincts as valid sources of information can empower you to make better decisions that align with your true self. Chapter 4. Emotions as Perception. How emotions shape our reality. Emotions wield a powerful influence over how we perceive the world around us. When we experience joy, our surroundings may seem brighter, filled with possibilities, while sorrow can shadow our vision, making everything seem dull and overwhelming. This profound relationship between emotions and perception is intricately woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Imagine encountering an old friend while you're in a state of bliss. Everything about the meeting feels magical. In contrast, running into the same person during a moment of frustration may lead to feelings of annoyance instead of joy. Our emotions act as filters, coloring our experiences and shaping our worldview. Studies show that these filters operate at a subconscious level, guiding our thoughts, decisions, and interactions with others. Emotional states can distort reality, leading to skewed interpretations of events, creating a diverse array of individual experiences, all based on how we feel at any given moment. This principle reveals how fundamentally interconnected our internal landscape is with our external reality. Emotional intelligence emerges as a vital tool for navigating this intricate relationship between emotion and perception. When we cultivate emotional intelligence, we enhance our awareness of our own feelings and those of others. This awareness allows us to respond to situations with a calmer and more centered mindset, positively influencing our sensory experiences. For example, someone with high emotional intelligence may notice the subtle nuances of a beautiful sunset in a way that enriches their appreciation of nature. They can engage more deeply with the present moment, fostering connections that heighten their overall experience. Such individuals are often adept at shifting their emotional state, transforming anxiety into excitement or frustration into understanding. This capability not only enriches their own experience, but often impacts those around them. By mastering emotional intelligence, we learn to harness the power of our emotions, using them as a compass to navigate the complexities of life. This journey leads to not only a deeper understanding of ourselves, but also a transformative engagement with the world. To truly harness the power of our emotions, mindfulness practices can serve as a practical tool. Taking moments throughout the day to pause, breathe, and check in with how you feel can ground your perception in the present. This practice encourages you to become aware of the emotions that shape your current reality and consciously choose how you respond to them. Begin by noticing how emotions affect your interactions and perceptions, and slowly cultivate the ability to shift your emotional state to enhance your experiences. Embracing this journey allows for richer, more fulfilling encounters in both the ordinary and extraordinary moments of life. The perception of others through emotional lenses. Every moment we interact with others, our emotional state acts like a lens through which we view the world. If we are feeling joyful, a stranger's smile might be perceived as genuine warmth, while the same smile might seem insincere if we are experiencing sadness or anger. This phenomenon occurs because our emotions color our perceptions. When we are happy, we tend to interpret neutral actions positively, viewing them as expressions of goodwill. Conversely, during difficult emotional times, even the kindest gestures may seem tainted with ulterior motives. A simple nod from a colleague could be interpreted as either an acknowledgement or a sign of dismissal, depending solely on how we feel at that moment. Our internal states can lead us to project our feelings onto others, often distorting reality and impacting our relationships. Understanding this distortion opens up an opportunity for deeper self-reflection. By recognizing our emotional influences, we can strive to clear our lenses for a more balanced view of those around us. Empathy serves as the bridge to enriching our relational perceptions. When we practice empathy, we attempt to step into the emotional world of another person, accessing their feelings without letting our own emotions completely dominate our understanding. This ability allows us to perceive not just the actions of others, but also the intents behind them, creating a deeper connection. For example, if a friend has been unusually quiet, a gentle, empathetic approach might help unveil issues that are weighing them down. Rather than assuming they are upset with us, we might discover they have been dealing with stress at work. Empathy transforms our perception from one of self-centeredness to a broader understanding, allowing us to feel compassion rather than conflict. It is through these empathetic lenses that we find the beauty in human connection, fostering a climate of trust and openness in our relationships. Being aware of our emotional dynamics and cultivating empathy are essential for nurturing meaningful connections. A practical tip to enhance your perception of others lies in incorporating daily reflection on your emotional state. Before engaging in social interactions, take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask, what am I feeling right now? How might this influence my view of the person I am about to interact with? Recognizing the emotions at play can help you filter your perceptions more clearly and engage more authentically with others. As you learn to balance your emotions with empathetic understanding, you will likely find those connections deepening, enriching your life and the lives of those around you. Balancing emotions and rational thought. Understanding the interplay between emotional perception and logical reasoning can transform the way we navigate our daily lives. Emotions play a crucial role in shaping our perception of the world and influence our decision-making processes. For instance, when faced with a tough choice, our feelings can provide valuable insights that logic alone might miss. Imagine a time when you made a decision based solely on cold, hard facts, only to later realize that a deeper, emotional aspect was overlooked. Such experiences highlight the importance of recognizing and valuing emotional input alongside rational thought. Feelings can serve as signposts, guiding us toward options that resonate with our values and desires. When we allow emotions to inform our logical reasoning, we create a more nuanced understanding of our choices, enriching the decision-making experience. Finding the right balance between emotion and rationality is not about suppressing one for the other, but learning how to harmonize both in our decision-making. Techniques such as mindfulness can help us pause and acknowledge our emotions without judgment, allowing us to assess how they influence our thoughts. Journaling can also serve as a powerful tool to explore our feelings and reflect on the rationale behind our decisions. When we write down our thoughts, we can often see patterns that might reveal underlying emotions affecting our choices. Taking time to clarify our thoughts and feelings gives us a clearer perspective, helping us make decisions that align more closely with our authentic selves. Practicing a method known as the two-column technique can further help us balance emotions and rationality. This involves creating two columns on a piece of paper, one for emotional responses and another for logical reasoning. By articulating our feelings and accompanying thoughts separately, we can visually dissect how both aspects play a role in our decision-making. Ultimately, The goal is to find a cooperative relationship between our emotions and rational thought processes. Remember that both perspectives provide valuable insights. It's about creating a dialogue between them. When making decisions, ask yourself how you feel and why, ensuring that both emotional and rational voices are heard in the conversation. Chapter 5: The Power of Imagination. Imagining New Realities. Imagination serves as a powerful force that allows individuals to create visions of alternate realities and future possibilities. When we imagine, we tap into a wellspring of creativity that transcends our current circumstances. It can paint vivid pictures of what could be, transporting us beyond the constraints of the present. Through imagination, we can visualize different paths our lives might take, whether it's picturing ourselves in a fulfilling career, exploring distant lands, or cultivating meaningful relationships. This mental exercise not only entertains, but also empowers us, opening our minds to the myriad of choices available in life. In this way, imagination acts as a bridge between our current reality and the future we desire, illuminating paths we might not have otherwise considered. Harnessing the power of imagination does more than inspire visions. It can also propel personal growth and change. When we allow ourselves to dream and indulge in the possibilities, we build a clearer understanding of our dreams and aspirations. This clarity often leads to motivation and action. For instance, envisioning oneself as a confident public speaker can help cultivate the courage to engage in practice and eventually perform at a significant event. Moreover, when we articulate our imagined realities, whether through writing, art, or discussion, we reinforce our commitment to pursuing these visions. The process of transforming imaginative thoughts into tangible plans often catalyzes change, leading us to explore new opportunities and take risks we might otherwise shy away from. Imagination not only shapes our dreams, but also nurtures resilience. In times of difficulty, envisioning a brighter future can provide solace and hope, reminding us that change is always within reach. It invites us to innovate, adapt, and reimagine possible solutions to challenges we face. A practical tip is to set aside time each day to visualize your future. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or creative expression, nurturing your imagination can lead to profound personal insights and growth opportunities. Such practice not only enhances self-awareness, but also fosters a proactive approach to navigating life's uncertainties. Visualization techniques for enhancement. Practical visualization techniques can significantly enhance various aspects of life and personal achievement. Picture yourself walking confidently onto a stage to give an important speech. You can see the audience's faces, feel the reassuring buzz of the microphone, and hear the applause as you finish. This mental imagery is a powerful tool that can transform your experience from one of anxiety to one of excitement. Visualization helps in building a mental blueprint, guiding you through scenarios you wish to manifest in reality. Athletes, for instance, often engage in this practice. They visualize their performance repeatedly, preparing their minds for the precision and focus required during competitions. Such exercises foster confidence, as the brain begins to create a framework for success long before the actual event takes place. The key is to engage all your senses, creating a vivid experience that feels real, which can lead to profound changes in behavior and perspective. Scientific studies have shown that visualization has tangible effects on real-life outcomes. Research conducted by various psychologists reveals that when individuals visualize their goals, they are more likely to achieve them. For instance, a famous study at the University of Chicago found that students who vividly imagined their success with personal goals performed better than those who did not. Another interesting piece of research involved athletes who engaged in mental imagery before competitions. Those who practiced visualization techniques had measurable improvements in their performance compared to their counterparts who did not. The magic lies in the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experiences, real or imagined. This means that regular visualization not only prepares the mind for physical tasks, but also shapes our emotional state, fostering resilience and clarity in the face of challenges. Incorporating visualization into daily routines can be a simple yet powerful shift in enhancing personal effectiveness. Before starting your day, take a moment to close your eyes and picture the tasks you need to accomplish. See yourself navigating through each challenge effortlessly, feeling satisfied and motivated. This practice doesn't just set a positive tone for your day, It programs your mind to seek solutions rather than dwelling on obstacles. Whether it's preparing for a job interview, achieving fitness goals, or improving relationships, visualization can be a transformative practice. Explore this technique regularly and watch as your perception of possibilities expands. Visualization isn't just about dreaming, it's about creating a path to success that feels attainable and within reach. Harnessing creativity for perception. Creativity possesses a remarkable power to reshape how we view the world around us. When we engage in creative acts, whether through painting, writing, or even cooking, our brains begin to function differently. This shift encourages us to notice details we may have previously overlooked. Imagine walking through a park where once you saw only trees and pathways. Now you can appreciate the subtle colors of leaves, the textures of bark, and the intricate patterns in the ground. This heightened awareness can enrich our sensory experiences and deepen our understanding of our environment. By tapping into our creative instincts, we unlock the ability to perceive the world with fresh eyes, allowing our senses to fully engage with the richness of our surroundings. The connection between creative expression and enhanced perceptual abilities is profound. Engaging in creative activities stimulates various parts of the brain, leading to improved cognitive function and a keener sense of observation. For instance, a musician develops an acute awareness of sound, while a painter learns to see subtle shades and forms. This practice of honing our skills translates into everyday life, where we become more attuned to the nuances of human interactions and the subtleties of our environments. Creative expression not only sharpens our observational skills, but also breeds empathy and emotional understanding, allowing us to connect more deeply with others. In relaying our interpretations of the world through creativity, we expand not just our faculties, but also our capacity to relate to diverse perspectives. To cultivate this creative mindset, consider dedicating time each day to a form of self-expression that resonates with you. It could be as simple as journaling your thoughts, sketching your surroundings, or experimenting with new recipes. Give yourself the freedom to play and create without the pressure of perfection. In doing so, you will inevitably open your mind to a broader array of possibilities and sensations in your life. Embrace the process of creation. It is a journey that will transform not only how you perceive the world, but also how you engage with it. Chapter 6. Beyond Sight, the Visual Spectrum. The colors we cannot see. The visible spectrum, the range of light that human eyes can detect, is merely a small slice of a much broader electromagnetic spectrum. While we can see the vibrant hues of red, green, and blue, beyond our perception lie colors and wavelengths that go unnoticed. Infrared and ultraviolet light are prime examples. Infrared light, to which we are blind, is often felt as heat. It connects us to nature in ways we often neglect. The warmth of sunlight includes wavelengths we perceive as warmth yet cannot see. Ultraviolet light, too, illuminates a world rich with colors we can only imagine, influencing everything from the behavior of certain flowers, which exhibit patterns visible only to pollinators, to human health, as it plays a crucial role in vitamin D synthesis. Understanding the spectrum beyond human vision encourages us to reconsider the limits of our perception and how much more there is to see beyond our limited range. It challenges us to explore the hidden dimensions of our sensory experiences, urging us to acknowledge that what we cannot see doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It simply broadens the definition of beauty and reality. Different animals experience this hidden world in astonishing ways, vastly altering their perception of reality. For instance, many insects, like bees, see ultraviolet light, allowing them to spot flowers that appear dull to our eyes but are vibrant and inviting to them. This ability enables bees to locate blossoms more efficiently, dramatically impacting their foraging strategies and survival. Similarly, the mantis shrimp boasts a visual system far superior to ours, with an incredible 16 types of photoreceptors compared to our 3. This allows them to perceive colors and polarized light in a way that is utterly foreign to us. The vibrant underwater world of coral reefs, filled with myriad colors and patterns, is a symphony of light that humans can barely comprehend. In this world, animals navigate, hunt, and communicate, relying on visual signals that would be invisible to the human eye. As we consider these remarkable abilities, we begin to understand that the colors we cannot see shape the experiences of countless creatures around us. We can adopt a wider perspective by recognizing the limitations of our sensory input and appreciating the intricate connections within ecosystems. While we may be confined to a narrow band of color and light, learning about these unseen aspects can inspire wonder and curiosity about the nature of our world. It invites us to be more mindful of our surroundings and to engage with the richness of life that unfolds beyond our immediate perception. By embracing this curiosity, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the beauty surrounding us, even when it remains invisible. The power of visual illusions. The world of visual illusions is a captivating realm that reveals the intriguing quirks of human perception. When you look at a simple image, what you see is not always what is there. Illusions play with the way our brains interpret color, light, and patterns, often leading us to see things that aren't as they appear. For instance, consider the famous Rubens vase, where you can either see a vase or two human profiles, depending on how your mind chooses to interpret the shapes presented. Such phenomena illustrate that perception is not a direct reflection of reality, but rather a complex interplay between visual stimuli and our cognitive processes. This fascinating interplay can make us question our interpretations and drive curiosity about how we perceive the world around us. Diving deeper into the psychology behind these visual tricks, we uncover how they reveal important insights about our brains. Our visual system is not just a passive receiver of information, it is an active interpreter. The brain makes predictions based on past experiences, which can lead it to construct visual realities that fit these predictions. For example, when presented with ambiguous images or situations, our brain defaults to the most likely explanation based on previous knowledge. This tendency can be illustrated by the Knizia triangle, where the mind fills in gaps and perceives a triangle that does not actually exist. Understanding these mechanisms teaches us about the limitations and strengths of our perception, showing us that our minds are designed to create a coherent narrative even in the face of misleading information. It emphasizes the importance of critical thinking and invites us to question our assumptions about reality. Recognizing the power of visual illusions can also have practical applications in everyday life. Whether enhancing artistic skills, improving marketing strategies, or even in making better decisions, developing an awareness of how perception can be influenced provides a valuable edge. It encourages curiosity, prompting us to explore life beyond surface appearances, ultimately enriching our understanding of both art and science. By appreciating the delicate dance between illusion and reality, we not only become more adept observers, but also more thoughtful individuals in our interactions with the world around us. Don't hesitate to engage with illusions, whether through art, psychology, or your own observations. You may find yourself perceiving the entire world with a newfound depth. Art and perception. Art plays an essential role in shaping our visual perceptions and emotional responses, often acting as a bridge between the external world and our inner experiences. Every brushstroke, color choice, and form is a deliberate decision that guides viewers on an emotional journey. When we encounter a piece of art, our eyes aren't just seeing, our minds are interpreting. The vibrant hues of a landscape can evoke feelings of joy, while darker tones may elicit thoughts of melancholy. This interplay between art and perception is powerful, as it allows individuals to connect their personal experiences with universal emotions. For example, a painter might use swirling forms to convey chaos, prompting viewers to reflect on their own moments of turmoil and find solace or understanding in shared experiences. The role of art here transcends mere aesthetics. It becomes a catalyst for empathy and understanding, allowing diverse perspectives to come together through shared feelings and visual storytelling. Discovering the therapeutic power of artistic expression reveals its incredible capacity to alter perception and transform lives. Engaging in creative activities such as painting, dancing, or writing has been shown to heal emotional wounds and reshape how individuals view their circumstances. Many therapy programs incorporate art as a tool to facilitate healing, allowing people to express feelings that may be difficult to articulate with words. For instance, someone grappling with trauma might find relief in creating a visual representation of their experience, transforming pain into a vibrant canvas. This act not only offers catharsis, but also enables the individual to reconstruct their narrative, shifting from victim to survivor. Art fosters resilience by encouraging personal reflection and the exploration of one's identity, ultimately leading to a profound shift in self-perception and emotional well-being. As you navigate your own experiences, Consider incorporating art into your daily life as a tool for reflection and emotional exploration. Whether through drawing in a sketchbook, writing poetry, or simply appreciating the beauty in the world around you, allow yourself the freedom to express your innermost thoughts. Embrace the idea that creativity is not limited to professionals, but is a fundamental aspect of being human. Each artistic endeavor can serve as a mirror, helping you to see yourself and the world through a different lens, and perhaps uncovering insights that transform your understanding of both. Chapter 7. The Unheard Sound Beyond Hearing. Frequencies we can't perceive. The world around us is alive with sounds, but many of these frequencies exist beyond the grasp of human hearing. While we can appreciate the tones of a bird's song or the rustle of leaves in the wind, an entire spectrum of sound waves exists in a realm we can't perceive. These ultrasonic and infrasonic sounds subtly influence our environment and our daily lives in ways we may not even realize. For example, elephants communicate using low-frequency sounds that travel long distances, allowing them to stay connected over vast expanses. Similarly, the high-pitched sounds made by bats help them navigate and hunt, functioning like a natural sonar system. This auditory landscape shapes the behaviors of species, affects ecosystems, and even impacts human activities in ways that often go unnoticed. The advancement of technology has opened up new dimensions in our ability to detect and utilize these imperceptible sounds. Devices like ultrasonic sensors and microphones can pick up frequencies beyond human capability, translating them into forms we can understand. For example, scientists use these tools to monitor whale communications, giving them insight into these majestic creatures' social structures and health. In industrial settings, ultrasonic testing is employed to detect flaws in materials, ensuring safety and reliability. Even in everyday life, technologies like ultrasound imaging in medicine allow us to visualize internal structures without invasive procedures. As we continue to develop and refine these technologies, we gain a deeper understanding of the acoustic world that exists alongside our own. Keeping an open mind to the realms beyond our senses can lead to surprising discoveries, both in nature and in technology. Consider spending time outdoors and listening closely. You may notice the subtle sounds of your environment that typically go unnoticed. This practice not only enhances your appreciation for the natural world, but can also heighten your awareness of the unseen connections that vibrate all around us, reminding us that there is so much more to experience than what meets the eye and ear. The impact of sound on mood and behavior. Sounds hold a powerful sway over our emotions, shaping the way we feel and behave in everyday life. Consider the calming effect of gentle waves lapping against the shore. The soft sound creates an atmosphere of peace, allowing our minds to drift into relaxation. Conversely, the blaring of a car horn or the clatter of construction can provoke feelings of stress and anxiety. Scientists have found that different sounds can trigger specific emotional responses. For instance, higher frequencies often induce excitement or happiness, while lower frequencies can evoke sadness or fear. This connection between sound and mood is so profound that some therapeutic practices incorporate sound to aid in emotional healing. Sounds, whether melodic or cacophonous, can serve as a mirror reflecting our mental states, acting almost as an unspoken dialogue of our inner world. In our daily lives, the psychological effects of soundscapes weave through our experiences subtly yet significantly. Picture a cozy cafe where the background chatter mingles with soft instrumental music. Such an environment can elevate our spirits, making us feel more social and open to connection. On the other hand, a bustling subway station filled with jarring announcements and echoing footsteps can heighten feelings of agitation and isolation. The design of urban spaces draws on these principles, where sound is intentionally considered to create a desired ambience. Nature, too, contributes to our well-being. Studies show that natural soundscapes, like birds singing or leaves rustling, can lower stress levels and improve concentration. Understanding the impact of these auditory experiences helps us navigate our environments with greater awareness of how sound can influence our moods and interactions. Embracing the significance of sound can empower us to curate our environments more intentionally. Consider surrounding yourself with sounds that foster positivity and calm. This could be as simple as incorporating peaceful music into your morning routine, or using nature sounds as a backdrop when working on tasks that require focus. Pay attention to the sounds that raise your spirits and those that diminish your energy. By being mindful of the auditory landscapes we engage with, we harness the potential of sound not just as background noise, but as a transformative tool for enhancing our mood and overall well-being. Music as a language of the soul. Music is often described as the universal language, a means through which emotions are conveyed without the need for words. It resonates deeply within us, tapping into our experiences and feelings, whether it's joy, sorrow, love, or longing. Each note can embody an emotion so profoundly that even the most complex sentiments can be expressed through simple melodies. When listening to a piece that stirs our hearts, we find ourselves connecting to the essence of what it means to be human. Consider the way a symphony can evoke tears from one listener while bringing smiles to another, highlighting how music allows for a shared understanding of the human condition that transcends culture and language. As we immerse ourselves in music, we discover a doorway to deeper layers of perception. Music serves not just as entertainment, but as a bridge that unites us across different backgrounds and experiences. Its ability to resonate with us, creating a visceral connection, transcends barriers of race, language, and even time. A lullaby sung in one corner of the world can be felt by a parent in another, bringing with it the same sense of comfort and love. In times of joy or sorrow, music becomes a companion, a form of expression that connects us to individuals far away or even to moments we thought we had lost. This shared experience fosters empathy, understanding, and a reminder that we are never truly alone in our emotions. Ultimately, to harness the power of music in our lives, we can actively seek out experiences that deepen our connection to this universal language. Take moments to listen, to appreciate different genres, or to explore the stories behind the songs you love. Engage with others in discussions about music, play an instrument, or even create your own. Each act can enrich your emotional life and enhance your ability to connect meaningfully with the world around you. Remember, every note played and every lyric sung carries a piece of our shared humanity, waiting for us to discover and embrace it. Chapter 8. Tasting the Unknown. The Complexity of Flavor Perception. Flavor perception is a fascinating journey that begins on our tongues and extends deep into our brains. When you take a bite of a delicious meal, your taste buds register 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. These tastes serve as the building blocks of flavor. However, the experience of flavor transcends these basic tastes and intertwines with various sensory pathways. The intricate science behind flavor perception reveals that much of what we think we taste is influenced by our other senses, especially smell. Imagine biting into a piece of chocolate. The initial sweetness sends signals to your brain, but it's the rich aroma that brings the flavor to life, creating a pleasurable experience. Without the complex interplay of the senses, the act of tasting would be significantly diminished. Our olfactory senses play a vital role in this intricate tasting experience. When food reaches our mouths, it releases volatile compounds that travel through the back of the throat to the olfactory receptors in our noses. This is why we often say we taste with our noses. The olfactory bulbs in our brain process these scents, blending them with the taste sensations detected by our taste buds. Consider an everyday instance. When you have a cold and your nose is blocked, food often seems bland and uninviting. That's the power of the olfactory senses at work, demonstrating how essential smell is to flavor perception. It's not just about what is on your palate. It's about the symphony of aromas working together to create the full context of flavor. Understanding these dynamics offers practical insight into how we can enhance our eating experiences. When preparing a meal, think about not just the taste, but also the aroma you want to evoke. Pairing foods with complementary scents can deepen the overall flavor experience. For instance, incorporating herbs and spices not only adds taste, but also enriches the olfactory sensations. Experimenting with aromatic elements can transform a simple dish into a memorable culinary experience. Mindfully engaging both your taste and smell can lead to a richer appreciation of food, revealing a tapestry of flavors waiting to be discovered. The role of culture in taste. Culture profoundly shapes our taste preferences and food experiences, influencing everything from the spices we choose to the meals we consider comforting. The flavors that resonate with us often reflect the traditions, histories, and values of the communities in which we were raised. For instance, a child growing up in Italy may find solace in the rich, warm flavors of tomato sauce, while someone from Japan might derive comfort from a simple bowl of miso soup. These preferences are not merely personal choices. They are woven into the very fabric of our identity. Through family recipes passed down through generations, meals become anchors to our cultural heritage, allowing us to connect with our roots, even when we are far from home. Additionally, the seasoning choices we favor are often tied to what is readily available in our environments and how these items are celebrated in our culinary landscape, showcasing a blend of geography, climate, and agricultural practice. Food also has a remarkable communal aspect that transcends personal taste, bringing people together. In many cultures, meals are not just a means of nourishment, but rather an opportunity for bonding and celebration. In Ethiopia, for example, communal dining is a cherished tradition, where families and friends gather around a large platter of injera and a variety of stews, sharing not only the food but also stories, laughter, and a sense of togetherness. Similarly, in Mexico, the celebrations surrounding food, be it a family gathering for tamales during holidays or community barbecues, forge connections between people, making the act of eating a shared experience. The flavors and dishes that emerge from these gatherings are often unique to their cultural background, offering a window into the values and practices of a community. As we engage with diverse culinary traditions, we enrich our own experiences and deepen our understanding of others, fostering a greater sense of compassion and connection in an increasingly interconnected world. Being aware of how culture influences taste can inspire us to explore new cuisines and be open to variations in flavor that might seem strange at first. For anyone looking to expand their culinary horizons, the simplest step is to seek opportunities to share meals with people from different backgrounds. By embracing the communal nature of food, we allow ourselves to experience not just new tastes, but new stories and traditions, enriching our lives in ways that go beyond the plate. When you next sit down to eat, consider how the dish in front of you connects to a larger cultural narrative, and let that awareness enhance your appreciation for the diverse tapestry of flavors the world has to offer. Culinary experiences that transform. Innovative culinary practices can reshape our understanding of taste and flavor in remarkable ways. Chefs today are not just cooks, they are artists, scientists, and storytellers who challenge traditional perceptions. By experimenting with unexpected ingredients and techniques, they create dishes that surprise our palates and expand our culinary horizons. Molecular gastronomy, for instance, employs scientific principles to deconstruct flavors and textures, transforming a familiar dish into something extraordinary. Think of a sorbet that tastes just like a beef stew or a cake that melts into a savory broth. These innovations provoke thought, inviting us to reconsider what food can truly be. Moreover, the integration of cultural influences results in hybrid dishes that reflect a blending of histories and traditions, sparking conversations and connections among diverse communities. The transformative power of food extends beyond the flavors themselves. It deepens our personal perceptions of identity and belonging. When we share a meal, it transcends the act of eating. It becomes a shared experience that fosters intimacy and connection. A birthday celebration filled with the rich flavors of childhood memories, or a comforting bowl of soup that reminds us of home, can shape our emotional landscapes in profound ways. Through food, we narrate our life stories, connecting our past with our present. Dining experiences, especially those involving communal meals or traditional cooking methods, can rejuvenate our sense of identity, helping us tap into our roots and cultural heritage. As we engage with the culinary arts, we learn not just about the food itself, but about the people behind it, the land it comes from, and the stories it carries. To fully appreciate the transformative journey that food offers, one does not need to be a gourmet chef or an expert sommelier. Engaging with food in a mindful way, savoring each bite, noticing the textures and aromas, and understanding the stories behind each ingredient, can lead to profound experiences. Next time you cook a meal or dine out, take a moment to explore the flavors, consider the journey of the ingredients, and appreciate the communal aspect of sharing. This attentiveness can open up new dimensions in your culinary adventures and enrich your appreciation of the world around you. Chapter 9. The Touch of Connection. The Impact of Touch on Well-Being. Touch is a fundamental aspect of human interaction that shapes our emotional landscape in profound ways. From the gentle caress of a parent to a child's cheek to the warm embrace of a friend during difficult times, These moments of contact provide us with a deep sense of connection and belonging. Research shows that physical touch stimulates the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which not only enhances feelings of affection but also reduces stress and anxiety. This chemical reaction is why a simple hug can lift our spirits and promote feelings of safety and security. In a world where digital communication is prevalent, the absence of touch can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, underscoring the importance of incorporating physical interactions into our daily lives. Understanding the role of touch in fostering emotional health encourages us to seek out connections that reinforce our bonds with others, ultimately enriching our lives. Therapeutic touch, a practice rooted in various cultures and healing traditions, is designed to facilitate healing through the power of touch. This approach goes beyond mere physical contact. It taps into the energy that flows within and around us, which can aid in physical recovery and emotional healing. Many practitioners find that through mindful and intentional touch, they can promote relaxation, alleviate pain, and enhance overall well-being. People who receive therapeutic touch often report decreased levels of stress and anxiety, as well as improved mood and emotional resilience. In a clinical setting, it can support conventional medical treatments, helping patients cope with chronic pain, anxiety, and the emotional turmoil often associated with serious illness. Embracing this ancient method in modern healthcare settings unveils the potent benefits of simply being present with one another, celebrating the healing capacities inherent in our shared humanity. In navigating life, it is essential to remember the healing power of touch. Whether it's a reassuring hand on a shoulder, a gentle back rub after a long day, or even the simple act of holding hands, embracing touch in its many forms can greatly enhance our emotional and physical well-being. For those feeling disconnected or overwhelmed, seeking opportunities for physical connection can be incredibly transformative. Reach out to a loved one, offer or ask for a hug, or explore therapeutic practices that emphasize touch. Such simple actions can cultivate a sense of peace, promote healing, and remind us of our interconnectedness. Exploring skin sensitivity. The fascinating world of skin sensitivity is a marvel of human biology, intertwining with perception in profound ways. Skin, which is the body's largest organ, is equipped with millions of nerve endings that make it incredibly responsive to touch. Each soft caress, firm grip, or accidental brush against the skin sends signals to the brain, initiating a remarkable journey of sensory integration. This sensitivity, however, is not just about physical sensation. It also reflects our emotional landscape. When we experience a gentle touch from a loved one, for example, the skin not only feels but also communicates comfort, safety, and affection. Conversely, a harsh touch can evoke feelings of discomfort, anxiety, or even fear. The emotional implications of skin sensitivity reveal just how intricately linked our physical sensations and emotional responses are. Healing through physical contact. Touch has long been recognized as a powerful means of healing. Various therapeutic modalities utilize touch in ways that transcend mere physical contact. For instance, practices like massage therapy, Reiki, and even physical therapy harness the therapeutic benefits of touch to promote healing. Massage therapy works by manipulating the soft tissues of the body, which can relieve pain, reduce stress, and increase circulation. Reiki, a form of energy healing, involves gently placing hands on or above the recipient's body to channel energy and aid in relaxation and emotional balance. Physical therapy often incorporates hands-on techniques to help individuals recover from injuries and regain strength and mobility through guided touch. Each of these modalities demonstrates how the simple act of touch can foster profound healing on both physical and emotional levels. The historical roots of touch in healing are deep and varied. Many ancient cultures recognized the significance of physical contact in healthcare practices. For example, traditional Chinese medicine has utilized acupressure, where specific points on the body are stimulated to bring about healing effects. Similarly, the Egyptians practiced forms of massage as part of their medicinal approaches thousands of years ago. The modern applications of these ancient practices reveal a continuous thread of healing through touch. In contemporary wellness and therapeutic settings, touch is often used not only for its physical benefits, but also for its ability to provide comfort and connection. Research has shown that touch can release oxytocin, a hormone that fosters feelings of safety and trust. This scientific understanding reinforces what many cultures have celebrated for centuries, that the skin's gentle caress can heal the spirit just as effectively as it can mend the body. As we navigate an increasingly digital world, where interactions are often virtual and touch may seem lost, it becomes crucial to recognize and prioritize the healing power of human contact. Engaging in regular practices that incorporate touch into daily life can enhance well-being. Simple acts such as hugging a friend, holding a loved one's hand, or even petting an animal can be incredibly restorative. Consider integrating activities like yoga or partner stretching into your routine to foster both physical and emotional connection through touch. Embracing these practices can remind us of our shared humanity and the profound ways that touch can enrich our lives. Chapter 10: The Senses in Nature. Learning from the Natural World. Nature is a vast classroom overflowing with lessons waiting to be discovered. Every walk through the woods or moment spent in a garden offers insights about sensory awareness and perception. The rustling leaves, the scent of damp earth, the vibrant colors of blooming flowers, all contribute to a rich tapestry of experiences. By immersing ourselves in these natural settings, we begin to enhance our awareness of the world around us. We learn to listen more carefully, hear the subtle songs of birds, and identify the whispers of the wind. Each sensation becomes a teacher, guiding us to appreciate the nuances of life that often go unnoticed in our fast-paced world. When we take the time to observe the intricate relationships found in nature, our sensory and perceptual experiences deepen. Watching a butterfly flutter from flower to flower not only captivates the eye, but also invites us to consider the delicate balance of ecosystems. Every encounter with nature compels us to engage our senses more fully. The cool breeze across our skin reminds us of the changing seasons, while the warmth of the sun can be both energizing and soothing. Such moments encourage us to slow down, to take note of the details that make each experience unique and meaningful. This heightened state of awareness enriches our lives, leading to a greater understanding of ourselves and the intricate world we inhabit. Integrating these lessons into our daily routines can transform ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones. Take a moment during your next outdoor excursion to focus on your surroundings. Listen closely to the diverse sounds that fill the air. Observe the play of light on different surfaces and the myriad of colors that define a landscape. Allow nature's beauty to awaken your senses, enhancing your perception not only of the environment, but also of your inner self. In doing so, you will discover the profound connection between your sensory experiences and the wisdom that the natural world offers. The healing power of nature. Nature has a unique way of captivating us, awakening our senses, and providing a calming backdrop to our busy lives. Those moments spent surrounded by trees, flowers, and open skies can be transformative. The soothing sound of rustling leaves or a gentle stream can awaken our sense of hearing, while the vibrant colors of a sunset paint a vivid picture for our eyes. Engaging with nature activates our sense of smell through the fresh scent of pine or the delicate fragrance of blooming flowers. These sensory experiences not only bring joy, but also promote a deep sense of well-being. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can lower our heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and even improve our immune system. This remarkable connection underscores the idea that nature is more than a backdrop. It's a vital partner in maintaining our health. The role of nature in reducing stress cannot be overstated. In our fast-paced world, where the hustle and bustle of daily life can become overwhelming, a walk in the park or a quiet moment by a lakeside can serve as a powerful antidote to anxiety. Green spaces act as a buffer against stress and distraction, helping us to regain our focus and clarity. Mindfulness naturally emerges from our interactions with nature, encouraging us to be present in the moment. When we take the time to appreciate the intricate details of our surroundings, like the way sunlight filters through leaves or the sound of birds singing, we foster a deeper connection to ourselves and our environment. This practice of mindful observation not only reduces stress, but enhances our overall quality of life. To harness the healing power of nature, consider integrating simple practices into your life. Take a few moments each day to step outside, whether it's for a walk, sitting on a bench, or tending to a garden. Allow yourself to be fully present, engaging your senses with the sights and sounds around you. Bringing nature into your home, even in small ways, such as placing a plant on your desk or opening a window to let in fresh air, can also support your well-being. These small actions can help you cultivate a more supportive and nurturing connection with the natural world, creating space for healing, growth, and renewal. Nature's hidden signals. Nature communicates with us in ways we often overlook. Every rustle of leaves, chirp of a bird, and ripple of a stream carries a message that enhances our understanding of the world around us. These subtle signals can highlight changes in the environment, like a shift in weather or the presence of nearby wildlife. For instance, the way a bird sings can indicate its mood and alertness, and even the behavior of insects can signal impending changes in weather patterns. By tuning into these hidden messages, we not only deepen our awareness, but also cultivate a sense of harmony with the world that surrounds us. The idea of biophilia speaks to our intrinsic bond with nature. This concept suggests that humans possess an innate tendency to seek connections with nature and other forms of life. It explains why many people feel rejuvenated after spending time outdoors, or why we find solace in natural settings. This bond stems from our evolutionary past, where survival depended on interaction with the natural world. As we explore biophilia, we can appreciate how natural elements, such as the color green or the sound of rushing water, can uplift our spirits and promote well-being. Embracing this connection fosters a sense of belonging to the larger tapestry of life, reminding us that we are part of something greater. To make the most of these signals and our connection to nature, incorporate small, mindful practices into your daily routine. Whether it's taking a moment to observe the changing seasons, listening to the sounds around you on a walk, or creating a small garden at home, these actions can enhance your perception and well-being. By paying attention to nature's messages, we not only enrich our own lives, but also foster a deeper appreciation for the world we inhabit. Chapter 11. Enhancing Perception Through Mindfulness. The practice of becoming present. Mindfulness is more than a buzzword. It is a fundamental principle that shifts the way we perceive our lives. When we embrace mindfulness, we learn to anchor ourselves in the present moment. This means noticing the world around us without judgment or distraction. Take, for instance, a simple walk in the park. Instead of rushing through, mindfulness urges us to truly observe the vibrant colors of the flowers, feel the gentle breeze on our skin, and listen to the rustle of leaves. This practice alters our perception, making everyday experiences feel richer and more meaningful. It encourages a sense of calm and clarity, allowing us to appreciate details that often go unnoticed in our busy lives. As we practice being present, we cultivate an awareness that transforms our relationship with ourselves and the world. To cultivate presence in our everyday lives, various techniques can help us anchor our wandering minds. One effective approach is to incorporate small moments of mindfulness into our routines. For instance, during a meal, focusing on each bite can turn eating into a sensory experience rather than a hurried task. Notice the texture of the food, savor the flavors, and listen to the sounds around you. Another useful technique is mindful breathing. Taking a few moments each day to focus solely on your breath can ground you and create a sense of calm amidst chaos. When stressful moments arise, simply pausing to take 3 deep breaths can shift your perspective and bring clarity. These small practices, when repeated, can build a habit of presence that naturally enhances your daily experiences and interactions. In a world often filled with distractions and an endless quest for more, developing the practice of mindfulness offers a pathway to richness and simplicity. The next time you find yourself lost in thought or overwhelmed by the hectic pace of life, remember the power of presence. Taking just a moment to breathe deeply and notice your surroundings can remind you of the beauty that exists in the now. Integrating mindfulness into your daily routine doesn't require monumental changes. It starts with a few intentional choices that reconnect you to each unfolding moment. Techniques for heightening awareness. Mindfulness exercises serve as a powerful gateway to enhance sensory awareness, awakening us to the richness of each moment. One simple yet effective approach is the focused breathing exercise. By dedicating a few moments to concentrate solely on your breath, you can cultivate a deeper connection with your surroundings. As you inhale deeply and exhale slowly, allow yourself to become aware of the sensations in your body. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, and the rhythmic cadence of your heart. This practice not only grounds you in the present, but also sharpens your ability to notice the subtleties of life, from the sound of leaves rustling in the wind to the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Engaging in mindful walking can amplify this awareness further. As you stroll through your neighborhood or a nearby park, pay attention to each step you take. Feel the texture of the ground beneath your feet, observe the colors and shapes around you, and listen to the chatter of birds or the distant hum of traffic. This act of paying attention transforms an ordinary walk into a profound experience, allowing the world to unfold with vivid clarity. Another potent exercise involves the five senses. Carve out time to focus one by one on each sense as you go through your day. What do you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell at this very moment? By anchoring your awareness in your senses, you can dissolve distractions and fully immerse yourself in the here and now, leading to a sense of tranquility and connection with your environment. Heightened awareness can significantly enhance both personal and professional dimensions of life. When you learn to recognize the nuances around you, you gain a clearer perspective on relationships and situations. In personal life, this increased awareness facilitates deeper connections with loved ones. By engaging fully in conversations and being attentive to emotional cues, relationships can transform, fostering empathy and understanding. As you become more present, you might find that conflicts resolve more easily, as you can better navigate the underlying emotions. On the professional side, an expanded awareness can elevate your performance and decision-making. Being mindful in the workplace allows you to tune in to not only your tasks, but also the dynamics within your team. You can identify when stress levels rise or when enthusiasm sparks, enabling you to address needs proactively. This attentiveness can spark creativity and innovation as you become more open to diverse ideas and viewpoints. Those who embrace heightened awareness often find themselves more resilient and adaptable, capable of navigating challenges with a calm and focused mind. Integrating these mindfulness techniques into daily life can be transformative. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day to practice one of these exercises. Over time, you'll notice how your perception shifts, revealing the beauty in the ordinary and enriching both your personal and professional experiences. A practical tip is to use everyday moments, like waiting in line or commuting, as opportunities to heighten your awareness. Instead of getting lost in your thoughts or screens, take a moment to observe your surroundings, breathe deeply, and appreciate the present moment. Benefits of a mindful lifestyle. Embracing mindfulness brings a wealth of benefits that enrich not just our personal lives, but also the world around us. When we practice mindfulness, we begin to see the beauty in small moments, fostering a sense of appreciation for life's simple pleasures. This shift in perception promotes overall well-being. Stressors, which once seemed overwhelming, often become more manageable as we learn to focus on the present rather than worry about the past or future. Mindfulness encourages a gentle awareness of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to identify negative patterns without judgment. As we cultivate this awareness, our mental clarity can improve, leading to better decision-making and a more positive outlook on life. Whether it's savoring the warmth of a cup of tea or taking a moment to breathe deeply amidst a busy day, these small, conscious moments help us anchor ourselves in the now, leading to greater emotional stability and resilience. A mindful lifestyle also has the remarkable power to transform our perceptions and relationships. By being fully present with others, we develop deeper, more meaningful connections. This presence allows us to listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and show empathy, all of which are crucial for nurturing healthy relationships. When we treat our interactions with mindfulness, we foster an environment of trust and openness, where misunderstandings can diminish and communication flourishes. As we learn to let go of distractions and fully engage with our loved ones, we often find that our relationships deepen, enriching our emotional landscapes. Mindfulness brings us back to the essence of human connection, guiding us to appreciate the richness of shared moments, whether it's a sunset with a friend or a quiet conversation with a partner. The practice of being present can spread into all areas of our lives, enhancing the way we connect with family, friends, and even strangers. Ultimately, adopting mindfulness is not just a personal journey, but a ripple effect that can influence our surroundings positively. Infusing our lives with mindfulness cultivates a more compassionate world. One helpful way to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine is to set aside a few minutes each day for a mindful practice, such as meditation or simply focusing on your breath. This small act can set the tone for your day and can lead to remarkable changes in how you perceive the world and interact with others. Chapter 12. The the cultural prism of perception. Understanding cultural influences. Culture profoundly shapes the way we perceive and interpret our world. It acts like a lens through which we view our surroundings and experience life. For instance, consider how different cultures relate to time. In many Western cultures, time is seen as linear, past, present, and future neatly aligned. In contrast, several indigenous cultures view time as cyclical, emphasizing the importance of traditions, seasons, and natural rhythms. This fundamental difference influences priorities and lifestyle choices, impacting how individuals set goals or engage with their communities. A person's cultural background often dictates their understanding of success, relationship dynamics, and even emotional expressions. When we recognize that what seems natural to us might be a construct of our upbringing, it opens the door to a richer, more nuanced understanding of others. Cognitive frameworks, shaped by cultural influences, further impact our perception in profound ways. These frameworks dictate how we categorize experiences, form judgments, and draw conclusions. For instance, in cultures that prioritize collectivism, people often think in terms of group harmony and community well-being, leading to interpretations and reactions that prioritize those over individual desires. Conversely, in more individualistic societies, personal achievement and autonomy may take precedence, altering perceptions of self-worth and responsibility. This variance illustrates how beliefs about what is normal or acceptable can differ drastically, affecting everything from conflict resolution to creative expression. When faced with a problem, someone from a collectivist background may seek consensus, while an individualist might prioritize swift personal action. Understanding these differences enriches our interactions and allows for empathy across cultural lines. Recognizing cultural influences on perception is not merely an academic exercise. It is essential in our increasingly interconnected world. When we engage with others, being aware of these dynamics can lead to deeper, more meaningful conversations. A practical approach is to actively listen and ask questions about the cultural contexts that shape someone's views. Instead of reacting defensively when opinions diverge, try to appreciate the background that informs those ideas. This practice fosters a nurturing environment for dialogue, allowing us to learn from one another while celebrating our diverse perspectives. Embracing cultural diversity not only broadens our horizons, but enriches our personal experiences, creating a tapestry of understanding woven from countless threads of human existence. Perception in different societies. Throughout the world, sensory experiences can vary dramatically from one culture to another. In some societies, colors might evoke powerful emotions or hold specific meanings that are completely alien to others. For example, in Western cultures, white is often associated with purity and weddings, while in some Eastern cultures, the same color signifies mourning and is worn at funerals. This variance is not just a matter of color, but extends to how sound is perceived too. In certain indigenous cultures, specific natural sounds, like the rustling of leaves or the call of an animal, may be understood as spiritual messages. These differences point to how deeply embedded our sensory experiences are in the fabric of our culture, shaping how we interpret and respond to our surroundings. Traditions and customs play a crucial role in informing individual and collective perceptions. In societies where communal gatherings are cherished, the joy and sound of laughter resonate differently than in cultures where solitude is valued. Family rituals, such as communal meals or storytelling sessions, create a shared sensory experience that enhances connection and belonging. Similarly, ceremonies like weddings, religious events, or seasonal festivals can alter perceptions of time and space, creating a tapestry of emotional connections through sounds, sights, and smells that are unique to each community. As individuals participate in these traditions, they are not merely observers but active participants, their senses shaped and honed by the collective experiences of their culture. This interplay between perception and cultural context illustrates the incredible diversity of human experience. To engage with others more meaningfully, consider immersing yourself in their traditions and customs. By doing so, you are likely to discover new ways of seeing and experiencing the world around you, which enriches your perception and enhances your understanding of different lives and perspectives. Bridging cultural gaps through awareness. Increasing cultural awareness is an essential step toward understanding diverse perceptions. One effective strategy is to immerse oneself in different cultural environments. This could involve attending cultural festivals, art exhibitions, or even joining community groups that celebrate various traditions. By engaging with others, individuals can learn firsthand about their customs, beliefs, and values. Additionally, reading literature, watching films, or exploring music from different cultures can provide insights that might be overlooked in everyday life. Conversations with people from diverse backgrounds can open doors to new ways of thinking and seeing the world. This exchange of stories can reveal shared experiences, fostering a sense of community and connection amidst differences. Empathy and open-mindedness are fundamental in bridging cultural divides. When individuals approach interactions with a genuine desire to understand rather than judge, they create an environment where everyone feels valued. Empathy allows us to step into someone else's shoes, giving us a clearer view of their challenges and triumphs. Open-mindedness complements this by encouraging the acceptance of ideas that might differ from our own. Rather than dismissing unfamiliar perspectives, it invites curiosity. When we listen actively and respond with kindness, we build trust, which is the cornerstone of any relationship. Cultivating these qualities can transform encounters into opportunities for learning and growth. A practical way to practice this is through active listening exercises, where individuals focus solely on understanding the other person's viewpoint without preparing a rebuttal. Seeking understanding through cultural awareness and empathy can turn diversity into a rich tapestry of shared human experience. This journey does not have to be daunting. Small, intentional actions can lead to significant changes. For instance, embarking on a project that highlights cultural contributions within a community can foster appreciation for the beauty found in our differences. Talking to someone new, attending events that showcase unfamiliar traditions, or simply trying a dish from another culture can be powerful steps toward greater awareness. By embracing these experiences, we become not only more informed, but also more compassionate members of our global community. Chapter 13: The Technology of Perception. How technology shapes our views. Contemporary technology profoundly influences our sensory perceptions and experiences in ways we often overlook. The smartphone is perhaps the most telling example of this transformation. With a device always at our fingertips, we have access to a world of images, sounds, and texts that constantly demand our attention. Social media platforms bombard us with curated snapshots of life that can shape our understanding of beauty, success, and happiness. What we see on our screens can manipulate our perception of reality, highlighting certain lifestyles while diminishing the value of others, thus creating a skewed understanding of what a fulfilling life looks like. Virtual reality and augmented reality further enhance this effect, immersing us in experiences that blend the actual with the virtual, fundamentally altering how we perceive our surroundings and interact with the world. This shift leaves us navigating a landscape where digital impressions frequently overshadow physical experiences. The psychological effects of technology on our perception and reality are equally profound. Studies have shown that constant exposure to digital stimuli can exacerbate our tendencies toward distraction, leading to what's often referred to as digital fatigue. As our brains adapt to the rapid-fire nature of technology, our attention spans shorten and our ability to engage deeply with the world diminishes. This transformation can also distort our sense of self. Many individuals may feel inadequate when comparing their daily lives to the highlight reels shared by others on social media, leading to issues like anxiety and depression. Moreover, technology can create echo chambers that reinforce our beliefs and biases, shaping our perceptions of reality based on selective information rather than a holistic view. We start to see the world through the narrow lens of our own screens, raising questions about objectivity and awareness in an increasingly mediated society. To navigate this technology-driven reality, it's crucial to cultivate mindfulness. Taking regular breaks from screens, engaging in activities that ground us in the here and now, such as spending time in nature or practicing meditation, can help restore our balance. Being aware of the effect technology has on our perceptions and actively choosing how we engage with it can grant us back some power over our views. Understanding that what we see and experience is often filtered through a digital lens empowers us to seek out diverse perspectives and enrich our understanding of the world around us. Virtual reality and its implications. Virtual reality has the power to transform our sensory experiences, enveloping us in environments that can feel as real as the world around us. As we don the headset and enter these immersive digital landscapes, our brains begin to accept these simulated experiences as tangible. The visuals bombard our eyes with vibrant colors and dynamic movements, while sounds, crafted to evoke emotion, fill our ears with whispers of realism. This synthesis of sight and sound can heighten our awareness and stir emotions that might be dulled in the mundane routine of everyday life. Through this artificial lens, individuals may find themselves feeling fear, joy, or nostalgia, as the distinction between reality and virtuality blurs. This altered state of perception raises questions about the nature of reality itself. What happens when a virtual experience evokes a visceral response as potent as one from the physical world? Immersive digital environments hold remarkable potential for a variety of fields, from education to therapy. In classrooms, virtual reality can transport students to ancient civilizations, distant planets, or microscopic worlds, enriching learning through first-hand experience rather than abstract concepts. Similarly, therapists harness VR to create controlled scenarios that help patients confront fears or practice social skills in a safe space. Yet, these benefits come with significant caveats. Prolonged exposure to virtual environments might lead to desensitization or even a dissociative state, where users may struggle to distinguish their real emotions from those experienced in a virtual setting. Additionally, there is the risk of social isolation. As people spend more time in captivating digital landscapes, they may forego genuine human interactions. Thus, while these virtual realms offer extraordinary opportunities for learning and growth, they also invite us to tread carefully, balancing their use with the fundamentals of human connection. As you navigate the fascinating world of virtual reality, consider its implications in your own life. Try engaging with VR experiences that enrich your understanding of the world rather than merely serving as an escape. This mindful approach can help you enjoy the benefits of technology while remaining grounded in reality. Augmented perception in daily life. Technology has an incredible potential to enhance and alter our everyday sensory experiences in ways we may not even realize. Imagine walking through a bustling city street. With augmented reality, AR goggles, the sights and sounds around you become intertwined with layers of digital information. You see the name of a restaurant floating above its entrance, a menu floating beside it, and promotional offers glowing softly beside various landmarks. This technology transforms the mundane act of strolling into an interactive experience, making everyday surroundings vibrant with information that can help guide decisions, enhance learning, and create memorable moments. As you listen to music through a device that blends sound with the environment around you, your own experience of that music changes, influenced by the sights and feelings derived from your surroundings. Augmented perception allows for a heightened enjoyment of life's little pleasures, merging reality with a rich tapestry of possibility. The implications of augmented reality extend far beyond individual experiences. They ripple through communities, altering how we interact with one another and our environments. In educational settings, AR tools facilitate immersive learning. Students can explore historical landmarks through their screens, witnessing events that took place centuries ago in the very spots they stand today. This interactivity fosters deeper understanding and connection to the material. Communities also benefit from AR applications aimed at public art and engagement. Imagine walking through a neighborhood where historical figures come to life through your device, telling their stories, or local artists sharing their inspirations dynamically through augmented murals. Such initiatives not only beautify spaces, but also strengthen community ties by inviting shared experiences. As these technologies become more integrated, they encourage dialogue and collaboration among residents, bridging gaps and enhancing social cohesion. As we navigate our daily lives with the increasing presence of augmented reality, it's important to embrace these changes with mindfulness. While technology enhances our perception, maintaining awareness of our surroundings without screens is equally crucial. By finding a balance between augmented experiences and real-world connections, we can enjoy the benefits of technology while still appreciating the beauty of living in the moment. Experiment with integrating AR into your life by exploring local apps that provide historical insights or cultural facts about your community. This practice enriches your understanding and fosters a deeper appreciation of the world around you. Chapter 14: The Spiritual Dimension of Perception. Perception beyond the physical. Philosophers and spiritual thinkers have long pondered the nature of perception and the extent of human experience. Many suggest that what we see and feel is just the surface of a deeper reality. The essence of perception transcends the physical realm, leading us into a world where spiritual awareness awakens new insights about existence. This perspective invites us to consider the interconnectedness of all living things and encourages us to look beyond mere appearances. Some traditions propose that our consciousness reaches far beyond our physical selves, inviting an exploration of unseen dimensions around us. This reflection not only expands our understanding, but also deepens our appreciation for the universe and our role within it, revealing a fabric woven with intention, energy, and love. Spiritual practices offer powerful tools to transform our perception. Engaging in mindfulness meditation, for example, allows individuals to cultivate a heightened awareness, helping us to connect with both our inner selves and the world around us. Such practices encourage us to quiet the noise of daily life, creating space for deeper contemplation. This state of tranquility is often accompanied by a sense of unity with the cosmos, where the barriers between self and other begin to dissolve. As we immerse ourselves in these practices, stories abound of people experiencing profound shifts in understanding, leading them to recognize the significance of energy and intention in shaping their reality. Through yoga, prayer, or quiet reflection, individuals often report a heightened sense of empathy and connection, as if the veil that separates us from the larger whole is lifted. As we journey through our lives, nurturing this expanded perception can lead to more meaningful experiences. Staying attuned to the subtleties of existence often reveals wonders, such as the intricate relationships between thoughts, emotions, and the surrounding world. To foster this awareness in daily life, consider dedicating a few moments each day to engage with your surroundings, be it through a mindful walk in nature, deep breathing exercises, or simply observing the thoughts that arise without judgment. Each of these practices can gradually open new pathways of understanding, allowing the richness of life to influence our perceptions and extend beyond the confines of the material world. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation plays a crucial role in enhancing sensory perception and awareness. As one immerses in the practice, the mind begins to quiet, allowing the background noise of daily life to fade away. This stillness creates a fertile ground for heightened sensitivity to the present moment. People often notice their senses sharpening. The scent of flowers may seem more vibrant, the sounds of nature more resonant, and the subtle tastes of food more pronounced. This expanded awareness is not merely a side effect of meditation. It is a pathway to experiencing life in its fullest richness. Through this lens, individuals can learn to appreciate the intricacies of their environment, noticing details that often go overlooked. Enhanced awareness not only deepens one's connection to the world, but enriches the experience of everyday moments, making even the simplest interactions feel profound. There are various meditative practices that can lead to transformative perceptions. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, encourages individuals to focus attention on the present moment, observing thoughts and sensations without judgment. This practice cultivates a sense of openness and curiosity about one's internal and external experiences. Likewise, loving-kindness meditation invites practitioners to extend compassion towards themselves and others, fostering a broader sense of connection. Breathwork, another potent practice, helps anchor awareness in the body, leading to deeper insights and emotional clarity. Techniques such as visualization, where one imagines serene landscapes or healing moments, can also empower the mind to transcend ordinary perceptions. Each of these practices illuminates the pathways to transformative awareness, encouraging a deeper understanding of oneself and the world around us. As you explore these meditative practices, consider integrating them into your daily routine. Even dedicating a few mindful moments each day can significantly enhance your sensory awareness. Find a quiet space, settle your mind, and allow yourself to simply breathe. Let the world around you expand as you embrace each moment fully. This conscious practice fosters not only personal growth, but also enriches your interactions with others, creating a ripple effect of awareness and connection. Seeking higher realities. People have always felt drawn to explore higher states of consciousness, driven by an innate curiosity about existence and the nature of reality. This quest often leads individuals through various paths, including meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices. These experiences can profoundly impact one's perception of the world, allowing for a more vivid and enriched understanding of life. When we reach these elevated states of awareness, ordinary perceptions transform. Colors seem more vibrant, sounds resonate more deeply, and sensations can feel heightened. Such experiences can foster a sense of unity with the universe, dissolving the boundaries between self and surroundings, leaving many people awestruck by the beauty of life that had previously gone unnoticed. The exploration into these higher states can unveil new layers of thought and emotion, often revealing profound insights about our true nature and interconnection with everything around us. As journeys into spirituality intertwine with our sensory experiences, we find that ordinary moments can carry extraordinary significance. People often recount moments when they were simply watching a sunset or listening to music and encountered a feeling that transcended their daily existence. These instances illuminate how spirituality can awaken our senses, encouraging a deeper appreciation for simple pleasures. The aroma of a flower, the sound of laughter, or the texture of a beloved book can become gateways to profound realizations, inviting us to slow down and savor the present moment. Through this lens, spirituality becomes not just an abstract concept, but a tangible experience infused into the very fabric of our lives. Embracing the beauty of these higher realities encourages us to cultivate mindfulness, allowing us to experience the world through a clearer and heightened perspective. Practicing gratitude can also play a vital role in this journey. By recognizing the magic in daily experiences and expressing appreciation for the small things, we begin to elevate our awareness. Even simple techniques, such as taking a moment to breathe deeply or focusing on the sensations of our surroundings, can pave the way to discovering deeper layers of existence. Every individual has the capacity to find their unique path to these higher states, opening themselves to the spirituality that thrives within each and every one of us. Chapter 15: A New Era of Perception. The Future of Sensory Experience. Emerging trends in sensory experiences are reshaping how we perceive the world around us. In recent years, there has been a noticeable shift towards multisensory engagements. Virtual reality, augmented reality, and immersive environments are not just about visuals anymore. They integrate sounds, smells, and even tactile sensations to create richer experiences. Imagine walking through a digital landscape where you can smell blooming flowers or feel a cool breeze against your skin, all crafted through sophisticated technology. The growing interest in how our senses interact with each other means that designers are increasingly aware of blending these experiences. This synergy creates a more holistic understanding of our environments, enriching connections between users and digital spaces. Advancements in technology promise to redefine human sensory capabilities, pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible. Brain-computer interfaces and neural enhancement technologies are being explored to elevate our sensory experiences beyond natural limitations. For instance, researchers are investigating ways to enhance our olfactory sense, potentially allowing individuals to detect scents with heightened precision or even to experience entirely new smells. Wearable devices equipped with sensors may soon exist that can alter our perceptions of taste or help us feel sensations in a more amplified way. This technology not only aims to enhance pleasure, but can also assist in therapeutic settings, aiding those with sensory processing disorders or helping individuals reconnect with lost senses. As we look to the future, the implications of these advancements ripple through various fields, from entertainment and education to healthcare and social interactions. Embracing the upcoming changes in how we experience the world will require us to stay open-minded and adaptive. The ability to engage more fully with our surroundings can deepen our appreciation for life and the wonders it offers. One practical tip is to continually seek out and experiment with new sensory experiences, whether through engaging art, innovative technology, or simply finding new ways to appreciate the familiar. By nurturing this curiosity, we can better prepare ourselves for the extraordinary landscapes of perception that lie ahead. Embracing change in perception. Adaptability in perception plays a critical role in both personal growth and societal progress. When we learn to view the world through different lenses, we open doors to understanding that can transform our lives. Imagine a tree that refuses to bend in the wind. It is often those that yield to the force of change who continue to thrive. The ability to shift our perceptions allows us to break free from rigid beliefs and embrace new possibilities. Personal growth flourishes when we question established viewpoints and invite diverse perspectives into our lives. This adaptability encourages resilience, enabling us to face challenges with an open mind and a willingness to evolve. In a society where change is a constant, the people who triumph are those who view every shift not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for insight and growth, fostering a more open and inclusive environment. Mindset shifts that promote openness to new sensory experiences are vital in this journey of embracing change. Shifting perspective often starts with a deliberate choice to seek out the unfamiliar. This might involve trying new foods, exploring different cultures, or simply stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's about expanding your sensory palette and learning to appreciate different sights, sounds, and tastes. The excitement that accompanies these new experiences can ignite creativity and awaken a sense of adventure that may have lain dormant. Cultivating a mindset rooted in curiosity allows us to view the world as a tapestry of ever-changing colors and patterns, inviting us to engage with it wholeheartedly. Through welcoming change and remaining open to the symphony of new sensations, we foster growth, not just within ourselves, but also within our communities. To navigate this landscape of perception and experience effectively, practice mindfulness. Take a moment each day to observe your surroundings without judgment. Whether it's the sounds of daily life, the flavors of a meal, or the feelings evoked by art, immersing yourself in the present can help shift your perception towards acceptance and appreciation. Embracing this practice will solidify a foundation for growth that can uplift both your personal journey and the collective well-being of those around you. The journey towards enhanced awareness. Developing heightened awareness in everyday life requires an ongoing commitment to mindfulness and presence. Each moment presents an opportunity to immerse ourselves in the richness of our experiences, yet so often we drift through our days, caught in the currents of routine. Engaging in simple practices can transform our perception of daily life. For instance, setting aside a few minutes each day for quiet reflection can help anchor our thoughts and feelings. As we observe our surroundings with genuine curiosity, the world around us becomes a canvas of vibrant details previously hidden in the blur of busyness. Even mundane tasks such as washing dishes or walking down the street can turn into profound experiences when we consciously tune in to the sensations, sounds, and sights that fill our senses. By cultivating this heightened awareness, we begin to break free from autopilot mode, enabling us to connect more deeply with ourselves and the world around us. Conscious engagement plays a crucial role in shaping our perceptual experiences. When we proactively choose to immerse ourselves in our surroundings, instead of passively skimming the surface, we unlock a deeper understanding of our environment and ourselves. This engagement means participating fully, whether in a conversation, a sunrise, or a simple meal. Each act of presence enriches our experience, allowing us to savor the flavors of life in their entirety. When we listen deeply, for instance, we absorb more than just words. We grasp the emotions and intentions behind them. Acknowledging these layers brings us closer to others, fostering empathy and connection. Furthermore, conscious choices in how we interact with our environment can enhance our well-being. Choosing to spend time in nature, for example, reveals the beauty of its complexity and nurtures a sense of peace and grounding that often eludes us in the chaos of life. Embracing this conscious engagement thereby elevates our everyday experiences into moments of significance and clarity. The journey towards enhanced awareness is not about perfection. Instead, it invites us to witness the ebb and flow of our lives with curiosity and compassion. By integrating mindful practices and conscious engagement into our daily routines, we not only enrich our perceptions, but also deepen our connections with ourselves and with others. As we navigate this path, remember that each moment holds the potential for awakening. When life feels overwhelming, take a moment to pause, breathe, and reconnect with the simplicity of being present. This small act can reset your awareness and reveal the beauty that lies within the ordinary. As we come to the end of Beyond the Five Senses, it's clear that perception is both a gift and a skill, one that can be expanded, refined, and deepened. Throughout this journey, we've explored the fascinating ways in which our senses shape reality, from the intuitive whispers that guide us to the unseen dimensions that influence our every decision. But the true power of perception lies in its ability to transform not just how we see the world, but how we live in it. By embracing a broader spectrum of awareness, we can cultivate a richer, more connected existence. One that values silence as much as sound, darkness as much as light, and intuition as much as intellect. The question now is, how will you apply what you've learned? Will you let this be just another book on your shelf, or will it become a gateway to a more profound understanding of reality? Perception is not just what we experience. It's the lens through which we interpret every moment of our lives. Change that lens, and you can change your world. Thank you for joining this exploration into the hidden powers of perception. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep perceiving beyond the five senses. Mindful Literary.